Hello! Oh, how are you doing? Oh, man. Do you know how I said I was feeling sick yesterday? It's amplified. We're times two. But it's alright. I thought, fuck it. We'll play something easy. We'll play something that there's no risk, except for everybody who lives in the village that I'm going to make. Cool. So, yeah, the only good thing about being, ill is the full, ASMR experience. Let me just move all my headphone cables. There we go. Lovely. Right. Sweet-o. Let me just close Discord there, or at least minimise it. There we go. Sweet. How's everyone in chat doing? We doing okay? We doing alright? I hope we're doing good. So, had a quiet morning this morning, woke up at about 10ish. It's my day off today. Yeah, did some ironing, did some other stuff. And now we're here, I think. I played a quick game, a very laggy game, actually, of a Space Hulk Deathwing. The local host of it didn't really have a very strong internet connection, but it was very tooth and nail, it was very hardcore. They're really they're doing well with that game. Again, I'm kind of eager to play it on stream. I just need 3 other people to play it with, basically. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether we'll be playing some Armour 3 stuff with Digby later. It really depends. I don't know whether he's doing it in the evening or what. I don't know. We've yet to decide, basically. So at least for the afternoon, I'm here to entertain you with some Banished. Some good old fashioned medieval village sim gameplay kind of thing. Some content. It's going to be quite a chill stream, as chill stream goes. So yeah, let's play a little bit of this. I don't think I'll be playing Banished too often, but at the very least, you can I don't know, partake in this this little slice of medieval hell that I'm planning to concoct. So, God, words are difficult today. Cool. Let's load it all up then, and let's get you on. I'm already ahead of the game here. I've already made the stuff for it. Oddly enough, of all games, Banished has bloody. Oh, we can go DirectX 11 as well. Perfect. Yeah, Banished has fucking 144 hertz refresh rate support, which just, I don't know. Like, Banished just feels like a bit of a yesteryear game. I don't know. It seems a bit weird that it has that kind of refresh rate. I don't know. Does that surprise anyone else? It surprised me. We got Hetman in chat. We got Miz, Augustin, and we got the classic Banished Colonial Charter music as he sort of haphazardly changes screens here. This should all pop into view. There we go. Not too bad. All seems to be working as intended for the moment. It's probably, yeah, perhaps. I don't know. Hello, Banis. We got Dave in chat as well. Hey, Tasma. Familiar faces and faces are new. Let me move this.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Littlefoot. Cheers, man. Willkommen. Yeah, so I think for being ill and playing a slow pace, or a slightly slower pace game, not that any of the games I've had that play are particularly fast paced, but we're definitely going for the full ASMR experience for this one, so yeah. Cool. Banished in 144 Hz, so you can view your village dying in the best quality. I generally don't struggle too much with this game. Now that I say that, we're going to fall apart instantly. I tend to find that starting out is easy, but it's the baby boom. The baby boom becomes a problem. Before you know it, everyone's shagging and there's kids everywhere, and you just can't feed them all. You like, just throw Timmy down the throw 4 Timmys down the well, because holy shit, there ain't enough spuds to go around. So I like playing on the very hard saves, the very harsh stuff, and Colonial Charter adds a few options that we'll be able to. This is my typical setup. A few options that we can mess around with. So typically I like going on cold valleys. There are bleak mountains, but I found that the entire thing is just mountainous terrain, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but it'd be very difficult to grow stuff, essentially. Could you do a podcast with Stuart Brown and just talk about anything for 2 hours? I could just talk about anything for 2 hours. Give us a chance. The full stuff knows, yes, and the phlegmy ASMR stream, that's it. Yeah, so Bleak Mountain is, or Bleak Mountains there, the S is cut off. It's a very sort of tough environment. It's very cold, very mountainous, which means there isn't very much room for orchards and
Oh
reservoir
yeah.
doge. Cheers, mate. Welcome aboard. Yeah, so yeah, it's quite a tough area to start in. I liked going with cold valleys because it gave you some room to expand. It wasn't just mountains. So I don't know. We might do that. What do we think? There are also a few other options. We've got things like swamp, desert lands, red desert, swamp lakes, water world, jungle rivers, obviously the cold valleys again. There's loads of stuff. To be honest, we could really go with anything. So we'll choose like the terrain and stuff, and then we'll spam. Let's just spam map seed a few times. There we go. We'll go with that one, and we will choose a name for our village soon. Now, I like the very harsh condition one. You've got harsh, which is the vanilla one, and then you've got very harsh, which means it's like fucking cold, like all of the time, which is good. I like that. Disasters are on, and if we're playing in like a northern mountainous area, I like to play on the northern pines, which is a hard difficulty, which is obviously northern pines being a type of like forest, as it were. A difficult way to start, definitely. We've got like abandoned village, Northern Pines. That could be an interesting one. I believe it starts with a castle, doesn't it? Deep in the wilds, your people come across the remains of a previously independent settlement. You have the same amount of resources that are available in a standard hard start. However, some houses are already built or partly built. That could be quite cool. Rigging ship for Black Death. That's it. It's good stuff. Righto. So what do we think? Oh yeah, Timberwolf Mountain. Yeah, let's do the whole Timberwolf Mountain thing. So yeah, let's keep it as Timberwolf. Do you reckon we'd find an abandoned village at the top of Timberwolf Mountain? We've got shipwrecks, we've got the Northern Pines. We've got like loads of other like deserty stuff. The Zishu Forest. Adam and Eve is like a fucking ridiculously difficult start. Like, in the interest of showing you at least some gameplay in the first like 10 hours, I'm not going to do Adam and Eve. That is literally two people and they have children, and then you've got to wait for them to grow up and then they have children. No, that is not that it's not doable, but that takes forever. So we'll give that a break. I think we'll cut that one out. Silk Road is pretty easily. New Frontier isn't particularly hard. What's this one? Starts you off at a frontier outpost next to a friendly Native American village. Defend and nurture your citizens, and your legend will be told in the West for all time. This game starts with 3 families in a small fort with some supplies that have already been constructed, including the option to discover treasures at a ceremonial ground. It is incest simulator, basically, if you play on Adam and Eve, so cool. Until everyone dies, exactly.
Oh yeah.
Vinny944, thank you, mate. Welcome aboard. Could do with treasure. What do you consider your own win condition in this game? Having anywhere between 100 and 200 citizens fully sated and self-sufficient. Like, it needs virtually no micromanagement from myself. I consider that to be 100 being a good milestone, but any higher than that should be pretty good. Yeah. Sweet. Right then, so yeah, we're going to keep with the whole Timberwolf Mountain thing. I need names fitting with that theme, if you like. We're going to go with the Northern Pines, I think. Let's go Northern Pines, because there wasn't any buildings on Timberwolf Mountain except for one. So we need some villages. The oh yeah should be voiced by you. Oh god. I'll see what I might. I'll give it a try, but I'll record it in Audacity later. Are you going to change your sub alert queue? I was going to, but then I think a lot of people actually liked the oh yeah thing. We could do, but yeah, it's one of those ones. No one's yet. I think I ended up changing it from do you believe in a miracle or whatever it was. I can't even remember. My head's full of cotton wool. Cool. We demand a live performance. Yes. Maybe when I'm not sick. You back in 6, so I'll stream today. Yep. That's it. Cool. Righto. Aberville, which is the town that started the Confederacy here. Oh, that's a bit of fun. Bit of lore there. There you go. Interesting stuff. I didn't know that. The more you know. I'm trying to think. What would we call it? keeping, I don't know, we could keep it with a long dark, long, we call it Frankenbeans, yeah. ASMR life before, I don't know, something Middle East, what do we got here? Nespelith? Oh, that's a very good northern sounding town, Nespelith. Or does that sound like sort of deserty? Nespelith? No, Nespelith sounds more like a northern town, I'd say. Nordic, somewhat. Henrytown. New Quebec. Beartown. I'm liking these suggestions so far. Beartown. Sweet. Fredericksburg. Oh, now that's a cool name. Bjorn's Cave. Fucking Bjorn's Cave. Dragontooth. Bearspellith. Bearspellith. Brown. Fuck it, we're not calling it Browntown. Dudley? Pretty close. Nordic, so it ends with Holm, I guess. Le Lac du Nord? Barnsley. I like, yeah. Fucking Grimsby. Fuck, yeah, fucking Grimsby. We could just call it fucking Grimsby, couldn't we? Call it fucking Grimsby. That's a good name for a village. Luton, Slough. We're now just naming places. Quebecistan. Oh, if only if it was Soviet. Le Bears Cave. Birmingham? Not quite. Bearsholm. I like Bearsholm. Yeah, let's call it Bearsholm. That's original and nice. Let's call it Bearsholm. Oh, won't let me paste. Bearsholm. We'll keep all the funny names for our FTL sessions, I think. The Long Donger and all of that. Sweet, Bearsholm. That's good. Right, or Bearholm even. So, yep, just to reiterate, we're on Bleak Mountains, which is going to be mountainous as fuck. I think we're going to have a mostly mining colony here, so we'll see what's going on. It's a very large map, very harsh climate, disasters are on, no starting towns or villages. Let us begin. There we go. Hello, Charlie, how you doing? Your country rested all of their colonial ambitions on your venture. Your job is to ensure the survival of your country's citizens. There you go. It's interesting stuff, isn't it? The white man arrives on the shore with his musket, and there you go. Avoiding a tornado. I'm not keen on getting fucked by tornadoes. Cool. Right, so let's pause the game immediately. So, quite a good start, actually. We've got a small river here, which means we can immediately get... This is a good start. We can immediately get into fishing. We've already got some sizable livestock here, some stone, some wood. All is well. Right then, let's go about setting up a small stockpile just near the centre, not miles away from the centre of town. So, we're going to use the cart for the meantime, and then we're going to set up, where is it? Stockpile, and just a normal stockpile, just one tile across, and we'll make it 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4 by 3. That should suffice, just a little one to start with. And we need them to go and gather resources, so all resources go and, in fact no, we'll just do wood and stone for the minute. So let's cut a load of wood down, sort of shave back these trees here, get a few from this side as well, and then go and grab the stone from these small stockpiles here and there. And we've got some stone up here as well, and then we'll build some houses off the back of that. So these guys are all going to go and grab tools. I am going to speed up time just a little bit to start with, just so I can keep an eye on things. Let's have it up. We've got Bearholm. It's early spring of the first season. Temperature is -13, so it's fucking freezing. Oh, see you later, Jaffers. Ever played this before, or are you a Banished virgin? Oh, I've played a lot of Banished. I say a lot of Banished. Less than 100 hours, but enough. I kind of know what I'm doing. And I've played a little bit of Colonial Charter before, so I kind of know what I'm doing there. So these guys are all going to start cutting that down, and then we need to assign a couple of builders to start building houses. So let's open up the Professions tab. Just pop that there for now. And let's get 2 builders. And let's begin building some houses. Now, typically I like building log houses, but I think this is going to be a slightly more tight-knit village than that. So just building normal wooden ones is going to be a slightly better way of doing things. Obviously we're going to be on the waterfront here as well. Let's have the houses running across the back here. So we'll have... I don't know whether we'll have the streets as too wide or not. I haven't decided that yet. So we'll put the houses... We'll put like the first house there. Second house there. Third house there. I think we need 4 houses, so... We'll pop one house on the opposite side of the village. Like that. And we'll give it a space of 2. So the roads will be too wide. At least on this street. So that should be plenty. And then they'll build those houses up and then we've got to worry about other establishments. Like a tiny as fuck cabin, I know. You need cloth so I can build a snow shelter. Yeah, they're going to need lots of cloth and things like that. We can get straight into fishing, which is nice. And we aren't going to have any problems making bricks or anything. We can have our coal mines and all of our other mines just across the way here. We can have some up here too. We do need an area for forestry though, and I'm thinking of leaving this area back here as sort of an exclusive forestry area and have the town expand sort of down this way. Because it's going to be difficult to get wood otherwise. They've got a small area for forestry in there, but this means building a lot of tunnels. It's going to be difficult, that's for sure. We've got a lot of iron as well, which is always a nice thing. Let's speed up game time some more. Let's take it to ×5, so we can actually see stuff happening. Here we go. Resources are going to the first house, which is here. The reserve of stone is low. That's fine. Logs are coming over to the first house here. And there we go. The actual floor of the terrain, when it's slightly warmer, it's now spring. We've hit 0 degrees. All is good. Can I increase the... Sorry, let me just see. Yeah, here we go. Set font size.
Oh,
ooh.
yeah.
Leave the field blank. Let's go for size like 28 font. Oh no, that's way too big. Holy shit. Size 18. No, too big. Size 12. That's the original. Set font size to size 14. Just make it a bit easier to read. There we go. That's proper. There we go. Aren't you glad Aren't you glad he is able to zoom in and out on the map? Lets you really get your bearings. Yeah, like that. Cool. So there we go. They're building it all up. And then we'll have our first set of houses. We'll also get some of the labourers to put our first set of dirt roads down. Just so they move slightly quickly. Slightly quicker even. Now I'm going to want to put my little trade port thing here. So we'll have fishing just up the road here. So let's put our fishing place down. And that will be under raw food production. Or raw food stuff. And then we'll put our fishing hut just here. That's going to give us a source of fish. We're also going to need a forester, which is something we shall make shortly. And maybe a gatherer's hut. But we'll put the forester down first. Which is under this tab, forestry. It's a pine forest, so we need the pine logs. Yep. Logs and stone are both low, that's fine. So let's get our pine forester's lodge in. There we go. Let's get him like there, and then we'll get him a little bridge across the water as well. There we go, something like that. Something about there. Obviously we need to harvest more resources before we go and build that, so down at the bottom here we're going to need more trees and more stone. So let's just shave off a few more trees from the back here. A few off there, a few here, and let's get this amount of stone that's all around there. And then we can put a gatherer's and a hunter's hut down. All should be well. We can also put in a small market eventually, but for the minute the cart will do. Would you say the puns are unbearable? I would. I'd say they're very unbearable. Provides more warmth, larger inventory space. Some resources from the existing building will be reclaimed. Obviously, we've got the stone houses as well.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bear of Stalin. Thank you very much. You need one more house. Oh, I do. Fucking pay attention, Joe. Cheers, man. Wooden house. Let's get our first turn in. So that's there. This needs to be a 2 wide street. So there. There we go. Still building stuff. Reserve of logs. Labourers are all clearing that out. Got that building there. So far so good, basically. Got a lot of like hunting stuff here, so we'll expand the village out this way for the most part, and then maybe we'll put like a forester's and a hunting cabin just here. Because it looks like, can I get a path over here? No, not quite. We'd have to build a small tunnel, but this would be a decent area for some stuff. Definitely. But I don't have the stone for that yet. There we go, fishing place has got all the resources it needs. Excellent. Need ye olde corner shop. So is this 3D Dwarf Fortress or easier? I don't know. Is this all cleared now? 3 of 3. They're bringing over the last of the stone, I believe. Then they'll build that forester, and then we need like a gatherer's hut and stuff. Fishing place is nearly done, so we'll get 4 people on fishing. They're going to run down here and they're going to start reaping the harvest, as it were. Cool. Not a terrible start. We do need to have, once we have the forest sorted, we do need to have people working on firewood and things, which I'm going to have sorted down here, I believe. Because we need planks, don't we? Let's have a look at that. So resource production, lumber and construction. A water wheel sawmill is going to be a good way to go, if we can find a place for it. Can't put one there. Can't quite put one here. Just not enough room, which is annoying because this would be a perfect spot for it. Can't really move the fishing place now that we've placed it. Maybe we could pop the sawmill down here somewhere. Well, it would go there. Might end up putting it there, perhaps. Unsure as of yet. Because that water wheel sawmill will sort us out, basically. With CC, can you flatten the ground? I think you can with the debug menu, but I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, that needs building as well. They're just building the foresters, though. It takes a little while, a little bit of backwards and forwards. We'll also need a gatherer's hut and stuff. Got some children that have been born as well. That's all good. We'll need a hunting cabin as well to supplement the food. I'm thinking of building the hunting cabin sort of around here. Let's build our hunting cabin. Now let's go gatherer first. Gatherer and then a hunting cabin. Let's just have him just across the road from him. Let's set up 4 foresters in there. Definitely going to need more stone though. So, collections of stone. Let's get any spare labourers we can to empty this little area of stone and bring it back to our mini stockpile. Right, these guys are cold, so we're out of firewood. Means we need to make some firewood. Which should be interesting at any time. So, firewood. Let's pause the game briefly. See what we've got. So, a lumber yard, which we don't really need. We could just have a saw pit for the minute. Which I think I'm going to do. I'm just going to put it like alongside the thing, like that. There we go. That's going to allow them to saw stuff. Create lumber by... Oh, wait there. No, that's not right. Is that not right? Oh, no, it's a woodcutter we need. Remove building. We need a woodcutter. There we go. Or just a chopping station. There we go. We just have that by the cart, I think. Just there. There we go. How much fish have we made thus far? 251 fish. It'll mostly be sort of dissolving back into the population, that kind of thing, but once we get this guy built, we can make a little bit of a few resources. There we go. Takes quite a long time to build what is essentially just a log. Oh god, the stretchy arms. There we go. Literally some deer right on our doorstep. That kid is carrying the fish with his forehead. I don't know whether you saw that then. Nearly built, and then we can make some firewood. There we go. So someone's going to come over here now, start using the logs to create firewood. The foresters have got their work cut out here. They're cutting down logs. It's going to take them a little while to plant a load of trees. You can see some of the smaller trees that they've planted starting to grow, and they'll eventually kick out all of this iron and stuff just so it's 100% tree out here. So there we go. A little bit of iron ore as well, never hurt. Sweet. All is well thus far. Because you live next to the water, remember you can make duck hunting a thing. I don't actually remember the name of it. Duck hunting. Guessing that's under food. Raw food gathering? No? There must be something somewhere. Fenceless pasture, dense orchards. What about these? Water tower. The water tower can provide clean water which can be used at the pub kitchen, building to fill tin canteens. People enjoy this. People can drink water directly to stay alive, but it will have a poor impact on their health. We've also got a water tank and a windmill water pump that produces water. Cool. We've also got the pastures for milk, wool and eggs. Don't have a means of any of those. You start with no seeds on hard difficulty, so it's just what you can gather and find, basically. That's your entire wealth. We do need more stone. Is there any more stone about? Yeah, they're still cutting down stone. This will eventually be built, and then all will be well, basically. What I do need to build is a market, so we'll do that now. Market buildings. A small market. We can just fit that in here. We'll put that there, just across the road from everything, and that means that people with wheelbarrows will go out and get the food and everything like that, rather than somebody having to come miles to get it. People will come and drop it off. So we need to make some storage areas for these guys. So these guys need a place to store food. What about a lean-to? Can they have a lean-to? An edibles lean-to. Edibles. Here we go. This will be for the gatherer. An edibles lean-to. There we go. We can also build a little road here as well, just to speed them up as they carry on their merry way. Oh, Charlie D, 400 bits. Thank you very much, love. Ah, there we go. I fixed the little thing at the top so it doesn't clip off anymore. I did a thing. Yeah, thanks very much, Charlie. So the bidly bits. So it's all funding the village, so... There we go, we're still making firewood. At least they're not in deficit anymore. Fish is the primary source of food at the moment. We'll need to vary their diet with this gatherer's hut, but all in good time in that case. We'll put in a little the wood stockpile as well, just next to this place, so that they don't have to run quite as far to drop the wood off. So, stockpiles, wood only. Let's pop that there. A little 3x5. That'll do nicely. Running out of food in this one. That's okay. Well, it's not okay, but it's not a disaster either. Basically need children at the moment. We've got some kids being born, but probably one too many mouths to feed at the minute. Going to need more stone from somewhere. Collection of stone. Bit of stone there. I've collected all of that stone, which means we have all of the stone that we can easily access. May need to create a wooden bridge to get us across this area here. And just to get more stone, basically. We're going to need to build a stone quarry rather early, it looks like. Hopefully they'll get some food back to their house. Nope, not quite. Too many mouths to feed, not enough food to go round. These guys are getting about 526 fish a season, which is pretty damn good, actually. Right, let's build them a lean-to so they don't have to go so far. Just so that they can drop the food off and then get right back to fishing, rather than running backwards and forwards from the thingy. Here we go. Storage lean-to, another edibles lean-to. Pop it like just... Can I pop it there? And pop it here. Oh, 2 people have died of starvation. Not great. It's always a ropey start. There we go. We can pop the lean-to just there. So the 2 people in this house, so it's just Mum left. But the 12-year-old's moved in. The new man of the house. You just get a new one. That's how it works. You just buy a new one. Sweet. There's another one down. Another one bites the dust. Well, no one said it would be easy starting a colony. Gatherer's hut is now open, but we don't have enough food to keep these guys alive. So let's lower the foresters by... Oh, they're already down to 2. Let's drop the foresters. Let's put them in gathering. Oh. The reserve of firewood is low. Those guys are now doing gathering for a living. Means they should hopefully get us some food. Some roots and seeds and stuff like that. That's what we need. In whatever form it survives in, the village will survive, basically. Whatever happens. It doesn't matter how many people... Well, we lose. The village will live on. Hopefully we got enough gatherers coming in to drop off some food. Yep. Another child has died of starvation. Well, less people is less mouths to feed. No one said it would be an easy start. Another one down. There we go. Using a lot of our supply though, so let's clear these trees here. Let's clear those trees as well. Make sure we've got enough firewood. I think somebody else died there. Mostly the children that seem to be dying. Only the gardener's left in that house. But equally, she's got a lot of food now. Is this lean-to built? Not yet. Needs a builder to come and finish it off. 9 adults, 5 children. That's all that remains. When in here, they've got 38 fish. We're producing a lot of fish, but it's one of those ones. Hopefully. Here we go. Nice haul of fish coming in. Oh, game just froze for a second there. People taking the fish back to their houses. Hopefully to distribute some food between them. Like I say, the village will survive in whatever form it comes in. More fish. They're just stockpiling it in their homes. There we go. Well, they immediately ate it and put it back, so... Still more fish on harbour. Another child has died of starvation. Another 2. The builder. Do we have any builders left? 1 builder. No labourer available to replace him. Fish like is the main source of food here. There we go. Food is getting distributed. But we're down to 7 adults, which isn't great. Gatherer's only got 2 people in. There are no foresters. There are no spare labourers. Nothing, basically. Tough start. We've got 1 domesticated animal, supposedly. The 2 gatherers, just grabbing sort of roots and seeds and stuff like that, just to try and tide us over. The roots and seeds should be getting placed in here once they're done with, unless they're taking them straight to their houses, which is always a possibility as well. This area needs some logs. Let's reassign that builder. Where is he? There he is. Crap loads of deaths, so let's reassign him as a labourer for the meantime. 2 gatherers and 4 fishermen. Reserve of firewood is low, that I understand. Let's lower this by 1 guy and let's get another guy in the gatherer's hut. So let's have it 3 and 3. Sort of average out the production. So these guys go around finding herbs and seeds and stuff, and then they put it away. There you go. This is all the stuff they've found thus far, and then it looks like we're not building up a deficit, they're just immediately taking it away. Which is fine. Fashions. Labourer and builder. Oh! You get yes. Oh dear, crack the old knuckles. There we go, we got 1 labourer just running around doing stuff basically. It's looking the season's harvest is down, but that's because we dropped a fisherman. We lowered a fisherman there in the cause there, but at least we are building up, he says, a small amount of food in the stockpiles. These guys have got 45 fish in their house. It will eventually average out. All's well thus far. Some herbs and stuff getting back in there, which is good. People coming to take it all away. Using the forester would be nice, but again, it's what it comes to. We now need to assign this labour to woodcut things, because we're running out of firewood, basically. So they're going to start getting cold. Just walking with his hands out in front of him like a total weirdo. I like it. So, yeah, difficult start, but... Lost another one. Starvation. Lost another 2. Lost an adult. Yep, this is tough going. Oh, again, less mouths to feed there, but less people to gather the food, so... Only 2 people on fishing now. Only 6 adults. Banished mechanics, exactly. Seven-pit resetting. No way. This is slavery. We're hungry and we have to work. This is what you chose. You chose the colonial life. It's what you'd call a failed colony, this one. Although it's not failed yet. Give it a chance. Give it chance, he says. It's pretty done and dusted, isn't it? Right. Let's try it again. We are going to call it Bear's Home. So, new. We're going to go Bear's Home. Let's try again, and let's prioritise food slightly earlier this time. So, we're going to go Bleak Mountains again, and just rock and roll. I wish I could build a village like this. Holy shit. That'd be great, wouldn't it? Holy crap. Yeah, that would be cool. Is he playing with mods? Only the Colonial Charter mod. Ah, there we go. Another river start. Being extremely lucky with that. Some drowning deer. And we've got a little thoroughfare here to a bit that's further back. I like that. That's a nice little... That's a nice gap. That works. So we're going to have our, like, proper harbour here. So... hobber. So again, we're going to build like a little stockpile, and then we're going to get going. I think I'm going to build everything before we start consuming food. So a little 2x3 stockpile there. And then we're just going to like just fucking start raking it in basically. So harvest all resources within that little block there. There we go. I'm going to need a larger stockpile than that if we're harvesting that much. Let's get rid of that structure. Let's put down a larger stockpile. Same stuff. Let's go for a 4x3. Let's speed up game time a little bit. Off they go. Maybe I should build log cabins. Let's have a look at them. Log cabin provides better housing for a single family, warmth and comfort. There's just not very much variety with them. They all look very similar. But I think log cabins are going to be the way to go. Have the village extend down and around here. This is cool. I like this. This is a good start. This is a good start for its own reasons. So all of these resources come back. We're going to assign 2 builders, as ever. And then we're going to start by building a fishing area, just here. In fact, no, we'll go houses first and then the fishing area. But we're going to do it quickly, I think. So we're going to go log cabin. Where do we want the log cabins to start? We'll start them sort of along here. We got, yeah, a road of 2 there. Log cabin, log cabin. Log cabin. And yeah, that'll do. Oh no, that's not in the right place. Move that one before they put any resources in it. Right there. There we go. House. We're going to build a log cabin. Where do we want to build this other log cabin? Build one like here, I guess. Because we're going to have the street turn that way, aren't we? So, yes. Do yours. The street comes down and around like that. I like it. A little bit of a gap between all of the houses, that's always nice. There we go. Plenty of supplies, definitely, so... Hopefully these builders are going to get on building very shortly. Should all be taking resource and supplies back. Let's build a fishery. B50 fishing. Or a fishing dock, even. Can't quite put it there. Can we put it here? Yes, we can put it here. Pop it just there, then. And then we need to build a little lean-to for them as well, so that they don't, you know, run 1,000 miles to drop the food off. Edibles lean-to. We're going to pop it right. Pop it on that side. They harvest all of that, put it all in the stockpile. The builders aren't really building, are they? Not really. Did I assign the builders? Oh, I assigned the builders. Builders. Yes, 2 builders. Out of 12. Well, I guess eventually they'll start bringing resources over to the houses. Nope, there you go. Just took them a little while. I need to build more than these houses, don't I? Right, log cabin. Build one there. Build one. Gonna build one there? Yeah, we'll build one there. 5 houses. And plenty of resources to do it with. Oh, they're all cold. That's because you took forever building your damn houses. There we go. Let's get 2 more builders on it. Get 4 builders up and about. There we go. Good shit. Star Trek Q. Yeah, that's where the name comes from. It's a Star Trek reference. The reserve of firewood is low. Very well. We shall try and address that. We'll sort of tuck the town in and around here, perhaps. Or off this way. Maybe we should have our forester and stuff over here. That's something we need to address about now, to be fair. So let's let's not do that. Let's get our gatherer's hut down first. So gatherer, going to be gathering in an area that is huge actually. Holy fuck, what a big area to gather in. We'll pop you like right there, up against the mountain. There. And you need to obviously go out and clear that. Then we can pop a little road down and everything. Ah, they're building the fishery next, or the fishing dock. There it is. Decent start. We had a very tough start before because of the amount of stone, to be fair. So having more stone is always helpful. Harvest the trees along the back there. Let's harvest another layer back. Couple down here. There we go. Off they go building. This little area needs building as well with the crates, and then we can get them all fishing. Get it all kicked off in a good way. So these ones should keep them slightly warmer as well. We're also going to need a little area that does what's it as well. That could be interesting. We're going to need a little barn too as well. I should build that soon. Oh, little small barn. Yeah, that keeps with kind of the aesthetic of the village, as it were. I could put the barn down by the fishing area here. Just up against the back there. Maybe not, that's how they get in and out, it looks like. We should definitely have like a separate storage area though, like a place where they can all come and grab resources and things. We could pop it around here perhaps? I'm not sure. Not sure what I've got in mind. In my mind, basically. Now like a little gully that juts around the back here, and why bother? What's the market going to be like? Small market. Doesn't quite keep with the theme of the village. Or at least that market doesn't. Edibles market kind of does. That's an edibles market, and it's huge. Rural market? That could be quite cool, but it is massive. Central market. Again, somewhat decent. What's this? Old Town market. That's not too bad. Very large roof there. Like, holy crap, like, what a size. Keep the snow off them, definitely. I'm not sure. Specialised warehouses. What are these? Materials warehouse? No, you're alright. I think it's gonna have to be just a small market. Just there. Like, just somewhere along the village here. Where do we put it? We need like a village centre. If I put it like here. I tell you what, let's move our stockpile temporarily. Move both of those and we'll put them into a storage barn. We will build just somewhere for them. Where should we build our storage barn? Oh, decisions. No need to build it at the end. Don't want to build it in where the houses are. It's just, problem is it's in the way of where I want to build the market, which is annoying. I've got like this plan in my head. Let's have the roads come out here, just so I know where I'm at, basically. It's going to hook around there. Could have the roads hook around there, like that. Guess that kind of works. They don't have any firewood. Let me address that problem first before I go dicking around with stuff. So, refinement. A proper woodcutter. We'd want him out with the forester, wouldn't we? Could have a proper woodcutter on like the far edge of town. Yeah, let's have the woodcutter like there, and then we'll put the market next to the woodcutter. I think that will have its nice look. Have a nice look to it. Where's the market again? It's here. Markets. If we took him in next to the woodcutter, that could look quite good. And then we'll have like a storage area down here. Oh, nobody's doing anything because these right, cancel that structure removal thing. Cancel, no. They should use it again now. Just at least until the stuff's built. Yeah, we're going to need to get this stone that's hiding back here as well. A lot of stone. Fishermen. Let's get that in there. Woodcutter's now ready to be built. Let's drop it down to 2 labourers, or sorry, drop it down to 2 builders. Here. Those. Yeah. Drop it down to 1 builder so that we've got 3 spare labourers. It's going to take them a while to build stuff, but it's no problem. Food becoming a bit of an issue for those guys, which is fine. With the edibles area right here, it means that they're basically able to just immediately go back to fishing. They just walk off the dock, round the corner, drop the food off and get back on the dock for fishing. Massively increases the output of a fishery, basically. We really do need firewood and we do need it quickly, so let's get a second builder on it. Go, 2 builders, because the winter season's here. You can leave resource and jobs on the screen. I don't know, I kind of like them off the screen. Gatherers as well. 2 gatherers. Let's get 3 gatherers. Even it out between the 2. We are going to need 1 more person. Let's leave it as 2 gatherers. Now we'll keep 3 gatherers, and we'll put 2 fishers out, and then we'll get 1. Oh, come on now. We'll get 1 person in here chopping logs, which should work. There we go. So somebody should get in there and start chopping away at things. Have to do things. Yep. See you later, Sky. I do need more food. It is true. But I don't have the amount of people, sadly. I don't have enough people to make food. I need to build a lean-to for these guys. Then once I've built that market, things should get a bit better. So let's get that lean-to in. Oh, edibles lean-to. There we go, and that should give them just basically the ability to just drop the food off. Well, there we go. Food is kind of teetering on being okay. Only need 1 builder for the time being. It's the firewood that's important. That's going to obviously go in the stockpile whenever it can. How are we doing in the cart? What food have we got? A few herbs, a few reeds, onions, that kind of thing. Fishery's doing okay. 138. We've got some extra there. Nobody's died yet, so we're doing a little bit better than the last village at least. Ooh. Yeah, we're going to have the village extend off in this direction, it looks like. Let me just plan out where stuff's going to go. I don't want to give them some, like, not garden space as such, but just a bit of room. Bring the road down this way. Imagine some people are ready to move out, so we'll build 1 more house. Cabin. I'm going to have this like a small village market area, so I'm not going to have anything there yet. I might put in like a tailor and stuff down here, so we'll only leave it as a size 1 road for now. Just have some, you know, backstreet stuff, like maybe a blacksmith or something hiding back here, just nestled in amongst the houses. Plenty of stone about at least. Is the lean-to up yet? No, still needs building. Wooden dock, a wooden bridge. Got an old creek bridge there that can't quite get across the other stuff. It's slightly too wide for that, but that's okay. Got a dock road. Not sure what that is. Tunnel. Know what that is. Got like all these stone paths and stuff, but we're not too keen on stone paths. We're just starting out. Wait until diseases start popping up. Yeah, you're right. Also, I ordered my that's just taking the mick, isn't it? Let's just build him into the house. Yeah, I ordered my long dark mug, my Hinterland Games mug. It's like proper, like it's gonna take well, I've ordered it for shipping between 6 and 10 days, so we're gonna get it soon. There was literally, and that cost a hell of a lot. It cost like $20 for that. But even the cheapest offer they had was $15 delivery, and it was going to take between 28 and 84 days. Like, what? What? Excuse me? I didn't even think parcels could take that long anymore, even from China. How you doing, Area? You alright? Cool, everyone's bringing stuff back. This little lean-to done? It is. Perfect. I know, shipping it by donkey. It's ridiculous. Like, so yeah, I was kind of like, yeah, thanks, but no thanks. The 10 and 11-year-old labourer and fisherman both move in together to start a family. Disgusting. Holy shit. The reserve of logs is low. I appreciate this warning. Right, so we need to cut back some trees then. Let's do that down here. Shave a few more off. This is the direction we're going to expand in. I'm thinking of moving this lass here out into the forest though, to be fair, which I probably will do shortly. We're going to have like maybe some mining or some stuff over here as well. All will be good. Right, let's increase our food production because we've got a couple of spare people, haven't we? There we go. Put them to work. These should now be working at peak efficiency. We're also going to get a hunter as well because food, and food. Need those. So let's get a hunting cabin in. Let's pop him alongside the, what's it here? Just like that. Did we build the right one? Backspace it and try again. This one, there we go. This guy... No, we built the wrong one. That's the one. It's all the same stuff, but it's just on how it looks. Yep. They're going to build that as well soon, and that should be right as rain. Plenty of firewood being made though, which is good. It's keeping us all nice and warm. And we've actually got a stockpile of food, which is really nice. That doesn't happen often at all. Some herbs and stuff all in there. All is well. The herbalists are working round the clock. Best of luck. See you later, miss. Hopefully I shall return before the finish. See you later. Have a nice walk. Cool. Little bit of Goinga in there. Not too bad. There you go. Not a huge deficit, but enough. Enough of a deficit. Or enough of a, you know, stockpile, I should say. Wrong word. Got the themed sets. We've got the Native American buildings, the dock areas. Don't need the dock just yet. Got walls and buildings and stuff. We've got breweries and stuff like that. Coffee house. The local tavern. Look at that. These are all like modern looking buildings. Not quite ready for that kind of upgrade yet. I'm tempted to change these like houses to like stone ones rather than wooden ones. What are these? Gable house. Oh, that'd be nice. Large residence. No, don't need that. It's like country house. Well, country house looks quite nice. They're all exactly the same model, so that's like a bit. Town abode. Not too bad. The stone house is probably going to be the winner though. I like this. I think for a very northern like settlement, this would be like the better way to go. But for that we're going to need miners. And not like miners, like young people, I mean like some miners. Top quality. Right, how are these guys doing? We've got 12, and yeah, we don't really have enough for any more people to move out. What we probably are running out of eventually is tools. That's right, we've got no tools. We're going to need a smithy. Let's do that. Blacksmith. Just a small town blacksmith, just hiding at the back here. Yep. Yeah, good stuff. Love it. Remove that road. Road there. Down here. Straight. Just like that. There we go. Oh, now they need iron ore for that, but we can go and get some, because there's some nearby. Collect iron ore. We need a fair bit of that stuff, so let's put that all there. We can put our, like our iron stockpile here, can't we? Just in the corner here. The stockpile, material stockpile. Let's put a material stockpile in there. So the blacksmithy has something to work against. We're totally out of logs at the minute, so we need to harvest some more trees. We've got a few down. Shave them off of here as we've always been doing. We've got no wood to make stuff. It's fair enough. Gatherer's hut has used the last of our supply. Hopefully someone's going down to cut down trees, otherwise we are going to be buggered. We've reached the limit. Production resource for this. Okay, interesting. So people between them have enough firewood, which is cool. Yeah, but they are cutting stuff down now at least, which we're going to need. For places like the blacksmith. Yep, the reserve of food. Oh, the reserve of food is low. It's never a good sign. People not have enough in their homes. I think they have enough in their homes for the meantime. These edible lean-tos are like really bailing us out. So we can have a very large iron stockpile there. Should be cool. Reserve of stone is low as well. Got a fair bit of stone about, so that's not a disaster. Definitely going to have to start mining, but it's going to take a little while first. Yeah, we can build another house. Going to need to. I could build like I'm going to build wooden houses from now on, actually, just because, basically, it's going to take a fair bit of time to sort out. So, got the town smithy there. So we're going to build them one back. And then this house I'm going to have to move eventually, but that's all right. This area needs building first. It's going to take them a little while. They are sort of gathering the supplies at their own speed. This area is slowly going to be built. Then resources are going to get dragged over there. And all will be well. Edibles lean-to. Good, 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 good. I've just got to finish building the damn place. Winter arrives again. Resources are sort of slowly coming in. Got the iron ore there. Ooh. You'd make about 300 to 500 food a year solely by moving 3 of the cabins directly next to the fishing dock, then the other 400, 600 here moving the cabins next to the gatherer's hut. An interesting prospect. There we go, 1, 2, 3. Gatherer's hut's going to go do a bit of God's work there. I could build some cabins next to it. It's all going to spread out in this direction anyway, to be fair. We do need a forester, so we're going to build that next. With that built. So, resource production, forester, pine lodge. Yeah, pop him there. He's going to get all of our wood for us. Which is nice. There you go. Look, just starting to run out of tools now. We need 2 more stone. Should be getting that somewhere. There it is, in fact. Grab those 2 as well. Perfect. Nearly finished building the road. Let's speed up time even more. Get them really motoring around. It's going to take them a little while to just stop being crap. Come on now. You can do it. Should sort out our food problem though. People have enough food with them. I just need them to start building basically. Come on. I don't know. It's taken a little while to get our feet off the ground, but the important one is the food. We can live without tools for a short time, but yeah, the food's the important stuff. So, can I reassign builders to labourers, that kind of thing? Got 1 builder. I've got no labourers. That's why. Let's get him as a labourer for a little bit. Yeah, they took a lot of food back. Yeah, look, a nice amount of food. Bit of venison as well in the populace, which is good. Serve of logs is low. The fire chopping lady keeps nabbing the logs before we can. Let's stop work on that. Just for the meantime. These guys are all out of tools, which means their farming or their fishing is a little bit inefficient. That's alright. Only 2 logs away from getting a blacksmith. One of the labourers just became of age as well, one of the children. So he can now get put to work. There we go. Get a builder in there. So stuff might actually get done, potentially. Not too bad. As I say, we need to build a quarry because I think we're gonna immediately move to stone housing if we can, because it's much warmer. So let's take a look at that. It's gonna be ores and minerals. You've got all like these other quarries and stuff like that. I'm thinking of going for a stone and salt mine. Where should we build that? Down here, perhaps. We'll probably put like our shipwrights and stuff down there. Gonna have like some of the other mines up here and things like that, so maybe we should build it like down here somewhere. Let's pop the stone and salt mine like right here. There we go. And then we'll use that to get some stone. Nearly built us a blacksmith. Let's get 2 builders on it. We have two labourers spare, so we might as well get them both on it. Get it built even faster. That's it, just keep going and going and going. Get that up so then we can start making crude tools with some of the iron that we've got. We get more iron ore. More iron ore that we're going to have in building tools. Got a little bit there, a little bit there. Put that all in the stockpiles. Forester's hut's not been cleared yet, but that's okay. This area needs to be built first. Nearly done. With no tools, it takes them a very long time to finish. Go. Right. Let's get him back on wood cutting, and let's get ourselves one of those. Let's drop it down to one builder. There we go. We've got a large smithy that we can choose from, or a country smithy. We're just going to keep him as a normal smith for now. Rough tools requires iron ore and logs, and he has a little bit of iron ore, so somebody should come back and start making some tools in a very short while. This area is getting cleared at the moment, making way for our large, well, just making way for our stone and salt mine, and we're not getting any salt from it yet. Cool. So.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Shotgun Punk. Thank you very much, mate. Welcome aboard, bro. What do I even say? Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Jesus. God, my head is so full of cobwebs. It's not even... I'm just like, ugh. Why did it end? There we go. So 2 people have moved in there. As I say, I want to get them up to... you know, get them up to stone houses as fast as possible. To be fair, how many folk do not have jobs? 2. How many people are growing up? We got 13 in there. Fisherman. Got a child at the age of 5. Child. Builder. The reserve of logs is low. Yep, I can appreciate. They're off building this Pine Lodge place now, aren't they? Hurry up and finish it. Go. Get a couple of foresters in there. That's what we need first of all. Need somebody bringing in a supply of wood. We also need somebody to clear out a small stockpile so that they don't bugger it all up, basically. So, stockpile. Go here. That's it, though. Is it going to go? Put the stockpile... No. I will. I'll put the stockpile here. With the same width as that. There. 4. We'll have it come out by 8. We'll have everything to do with wood. This is just going to have a bit of everything in it, looks like. It's just going to be a generic stockpile. We're going to put all of our firewood and stuff and everything in there, so... I need to clear that out, obviously. These foresters should do a good job there. At least everyone's staying warm for the most part. And we've got, like I say, a small influx of food, which is good. Food is filling up in here. We've got 32 rough tools, which is good. Loads of iron ore spare. Not too bad. Wood obviously is a problem at the minute, but we're living. Ooh. Sweet. We've got some deer and stuff around there. I think the real difference is this hunting cabin is really sort of supplementing everything. 21 leather from it thus far. 49 leather in there. We can make like jackets and things and stuff soon, so no firewood. That's starting to become a slight problem. Reserve of logs is low. I appreciate that. But you gotta give me a chance. You gotta give me a chance, game. There you go. Loading a new season. Rustic abut. Oh my god, look at that. Fucking hell. That is shit. That is crap. Is there anything worse than that? Tiny, tight. Oh yes, tiny shack. Look at that. Beautiful, right? Like I say, if as and when I can move people over to stone housing, the better, really. Let's put a pause on production there. Just get the focus on this. Do have a small stockpile of logs building up at the very least. Yeah, not terrible. Decent stretch of road there. Let's actually pin that up so I don't have to keep opening it. Someone said to, and I will, so I'll just leave that up at the top there, just so I can see when we get new labourers and when I need to reallocate people. With no building work going on there, we can only have one builder. We should only have one builder, just in case. He basically becomes a labourer anyway, so let's pop both of them in there and just keep the builders spare. So now we'll really be cranking out wood. There you go. Now they'll be chopping and planting round the clock. The gatherers' huts. What's the health of the nation like? It's 4, it's not great. We've got 3,000 food in stockpile there. Nearly full, which is good. Very good. Got a 13-year-old kid, 20-year-old kid. We've got to build more houses, basically. Tools are up at max, so let's build a couple more wooden houses here. Just like that. Of logs is low, so it is. There we go, get off and build that. Get some people moving out. What do we keep running out of? Yeah, it's the log reserve. The foresters are doing a good job though, they're starting to keep on top of it. Log production this year is up to 111, so very good actually. Tools are up at max, which is fantastic. And these two guys, the 24 and the 14-year-old, moving in together. Nobody question it, it's fine. There's no laws in a colony. You have to make them yourself. Both are running out right now. If they've not run out completely. So I could make a tailor, but I don't really have the people to fill the tailor slots, frankly. A couple of people just grew up, which is good. They both became fishermen. Right, so these other people need to go and live in here. Let's continue the construction of that then. So these guys need to go and get some firewood. Brought back a shitload of food. Ooh. Yeah, I'll just be a nudist colony. Yeah. Oh, look at all of that. That stockpile's totally full. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So we can remove these two. We can remove... Yeah, come on. We can remove that for the minute, can't we? We can have a market just sort of on the edge of town here. But let's bring it 2 in. Let's just have like this straight line here. And we can pop the market sort of somewhere in here. Haven't decided quite where yet. But we can put a market in there, it'd be great, because then everything just sort of slots in, wouldn't it? Let's pop it like, what, 2, 3 back? Like that? Yeah, like that. So that it's not right up against the houses. And we fill this area here with a road like that. and it becomes a little open bit. And we can put a couple of labourers in there, and then Bob's your uncle. So much, 884 fish, and this just basically increases our inventory as well, which is nice because at the moment we're in overflow. We've got too much stuff. Log reserve, here we go. That needs to be built. That's all sorted. So we'll start getting a supply of stone, and then we can start upgrading the houses to stone houses rather than these log ones. I think these ones will need to be upgraded first. These wooden houses, like you say, when we get a supply of stone in there. Oh, shotgun's run out of coffee. I am going to start like drinking coffee again. I haven't drank coffee in ages, to be fair. Kind of just went off it, but yeah, it's a good time to go back, I think. Yeah, they're all using the roads, which is nice, except for the ones that are running down and around here. Might end up putting a little tunnel in for them. I haven't decided on that yet. Not a bad little area, this. It's doing okay. Logs production is up to 100 in the current season. They pulled out 205 last season, so that's really good. Yeah, and she's just off chopping the wood there. I'm probably going to move her slightly further up, to be fair, just so that she's closer to the stockpile, which will probably be a good idea. We need now is stone. Right, I don't have much of that at all, so let's go and collect some stone, just from the areas all at the back there. Reserve of tools is still up, which is nice. Yeah, bringing all of that down and around. Let's move this one further up then. Let's move her. Build a new one, slightly further back. Yep, got a chopper. Also got a burning shed. We could build. Let's build a sawmill. Yes, let's build the sawmill just at the back here, like that. So the sawmill's going to act as our new woodcutter. We'll just move her in there. She can make firewood. It should be fine, really. But first they need to gather all of the stone that is needed to complete the market. There we go. And put one more builder in, just so that we get this done in a timely manner. There we go, it's building up. And the market's going to create like a centre point where supplies can go, and you can put people to work in here, so you yeah, so that you get basically a constant stream of supplies to that point, which is excellent. Brilliant, we can get 2 workers in there, and they're basically going to go backwards and forwards with wheelbarrows, just stocking this place up so that it frees up all of the inventories of the other stuff. So hundreds of bits of venison, just bits of everything, so that any villager can come to the market instead of just running across the map to try and get things. So they can all come to the market and just buy it from here, which is excellent. Cool. We might put the tailor next to her as well. I don't know why this has suddenly become a her, but that's it. Go. We can remove that for the moment. Things are going to have to get distributed around slightly, but we do need to demolish this cart. There we go. Right, let's put the tailor in. So where would the tailor be? Under here? Under fabrics and fibres. Got a tailor who just makes bog standard stock. But we can't quite fit them in there. We'll put the tailor around the back like this. That'll be our tailor. So they'll make the leather jackets that we're going to be wearing or clothing our colony with. Just going to wait for that to be built. There we go. Off she goes. We don't need her doing that. We need her making firewood. So this building is a hell of a lot quicker at making firewood. There you go. You can see it. Just instant, basically. It's nice. You should see her in a sec. She should just go absolutely mad and just... There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That's going to get on top of our firewood problem very quickly. Now, we need people to work in here. I did close that down menu again. There we go. How many labourers we got? We've got 2 spare labourers, so let's put them to work in here. We've only got room for 1 more, and they'll be collecting stone. Let's create like a small stone stockpile just next to it, so that they don't have to travel as far. So, stone. Put the stone stockpile like just here. That stockpile. Just put like a... There we go. Just a narrow stone stockpile so they can just bring it out and put it by the side of the road. And they'll be off to getting stone from that for a little while. Now you can upgrade this to a deep stone and salt mine if you have candles, which I do not. You need, think fat or something from bees to do that. I'm not entirely sure which, well, either or either, to be fair. So, but yeah, they're off getting stone for us, which is good. And then it just gets put there, and thus the stockpile divides itself. We've also got a lot of herbs and stuff that we'll need to collect too, it looks like. Very good season thus far for berries and foods and things. The market is in full boom. All of the houses have plenty of supply in, and the firewood problem is getting sorted. Lumber's starting to fill up. I'd say we've taken like a duck to water here. We're doing okay. Not too bad. We can put 1 more person to work in there so that we get more stone, and then with this stone reserve we can upgrade some of these houses, which should be good. There we go. Now more resources to significantly more production, resource production, and allows the ground to be reclaimed. Excellent. We've got all of this stone up here, to be fair. Oh, Charlie D, 596 bits. Thank you very much. Captain Snivelton here, just terrible. Right, let's like gather like a shitload of stone, and then we'll upgrade like the houses with it. Put the labourers to work. That's going to take a while for that level of stock to come in, but it's worth it. Market's doing very well. We've got duck meat, all of the good stuff. Foresters, how are they doing? 353 logs last season, which is very good. That's filling up nicely. Let's upgrade our limit to about 500 logs, and let's upgrade firewood to about 300, just so the deficit increases. Food stockpiles shouldn't be anywhere near max. Let's have a look. 4,000, yeah, actually we are near the max, so let's increase it to like 7,500, just so that we keep getting supply. All is well so far. I'm liking it. An upgrade to stone houses and stuff when we get chance. 24 stone in that stockpile. Some stone there. We've got a fair bit of stone there. Let's upgrade this house then, to start with. This will be the first house that we upgrade. We have to empty all of the stock out of it so that they have room to upgrade it, basically. Which is pretty cool. I like that as a feature. Let's also put in a set of fences as well. Because why not? Just separate the waterfront. There we go. So the house has been demolished, and now we get the stone for it. Not doing too bad. We're going to have it sort of hook around this way now, I think. Have it come down to a... we get a double dirt road down there, or is it just a single? We could get a double. We'll have a bridge here that goes across to the other side. To go to there, to there, to there. here. Lovely. So that section of road sorted. Right, they need firewood. They're going to need to go and bring all of their resources back. But that's our first stone house, which is nice. Little rock bridge as well. Don't know how good that's going to be. Wooden dock set. Flattening aesthetic. Plaza pieces for decoration. Not sure. Decorating areas with aesthetic plazas. Road made from wood. No idea what those are. Lots of stuff. Right, so their house is fine again. Those have moved in. That's good. Can upgrade their house again. Resource flow is pretty good. We've got crap loads of stone, so let's upgrade the next house. Let's upgrade the next two. I'll be emptying those houses pretty sharpish like. And we can begin the deconstruction. Right, Taylor should be getting built as well now actually. Let's up our builder population. It goes up to 4 so that all of this construction work happens at the same time. Excellent. Doing well. How's that gatherer's hut doing? Really good. 512 onions. That's what you want. There you go. So they're pulling it down. Then the resources for the new one will throw it back up. Got some venison come into town as well, which is nice. Fill up this village centre there. We can put another thing here. I don't know what I'm going to put there, but we can put another thing. We can put like a storage barn of some sort, maybe. Specialised warehouse. Can't quite do that. Trade buildings. Got a trade. Let's build a. Should we build a trading post now? I'm sure we can. Sadly not. Clip onto the road. It's a shame. Anywhere else? Pop a trading post like here somewhere. There you go. We can pop our trading post there for now. This is sort of like the industrial work part of town, so seems like a decent place to have a trading hub. Probably no rush to get it in yet, so I can probably pause production on it, but not even too bad. Let's get a tailor in then. Tailor making leather coats. Dress coat, full coat. That needs cloth. So yeah, just hide coats for the minute. Everybody's got broken tools, but there is in fact a blacksmith that is making them. Which is very... Ah, no he's not. He's out of iron. Find some iron for him then. Collect iron ore. Bit up there, bit up there. Any iron up here? Yep, fair bit of iron up there. Bring all of that back down then. We need to remove this house and then put it elsewhere, don't we? We need to shuffle it across one. Oh no, cancel that. Don't destroy that building. Cancel A. Forget we did it. They're going to stay in there. Cool. It's annoying because usually it says that they don't have any tools, but I see tools on the floor, so he's clearly made some. Maybe the market doesn't accept it or something. Market should accept tools. Oh, I don't know. Not a clue. How long's the stream been going? 500 bits from Charlie D. How many bits have you got? Jesus Christ. But yeah, thanks all the same. Don't hate me for spamming this. I'm sorry ahead of time. Well, fair enough. Good stuff. Taylor just working in the corner there. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's see if we can. Just along the waterfront. That's it, we're moving their house, aren't we? Let's get the stone house. Put it there. like that. Oh, come on. There we go. That's it. Not too bad, not too bad. Oh, somebody's died during childbirth, one of our builders. Damn shame there. A lot of warnings about tools. He does have iron ore and logs though. Is he just bugged? Maybe he doesn't have a place to sell them. Seems a bit weird, but maybe it is. Maybe it's the case. Let's put in a small storage barn then of some description. We've got an old barn there. That could work, just next to the... what's it here? So, a road that you can have running down there like that. Let's have that there, and then we'll pop the old barn next to it. Just like that. Yeah? So they'll build that, and then maybe some of the excess stock will go in there. It's all part of the barn complex kind of thing, so... We could actually have some stone archways, perhaps. Let me just put in a stone archway, just so I don't forget. Sturdy stone wall, wide stone archway. Let's have it hug the building. That side. Should have it hug the building, should we? Have it that way around. Let's see. To be honest, that would be okay. So let's have just a normal stone arch there. Like that. Pop in a connecting wall. Just... and then we'll build a wall around the village. Eventually. A bit of his excess stock should disappear. There we go. So the rough tools go in there. Weird that's a thing, but can't complain that it is. We need him to get making tools, basically. Cool. So we'll eventually have a wall that comes down here, but I haven't quite decided on that yet. And pop in the last little bit of this gate here. This one, yeah. Can't quite put that there because it's a thingy. Let me just remove this one. And that there, this one, hello, up, and yes. Pop him in there when I get a chance, there you go. And it's a 3 and a 1. There we go. Completes the set. Lovely, yeah, you can hear him hammering away, look. Excellent, good supply of everything really. Everything's working perfectly. Obviously the tools could be a tiny bit better. We could make some iron ore, but we haven't quite got around to that yet. So, we should probably start looking into mining, to be fair. So let's have a look, yeah, let's have a look into mining. We could get a coal mine up and running. So, resource gathering, mining. We've got a copper ore mine shaft, tin ore, stone, and iron and coal surface mine. An iron and coal surface mine could be quite cool. It's like an entry level thing. Or equally, we could get quarries, mine placer, or sorry, yeah, a placer mine. A water slide method of harvesting. I see. You've also got salt works, stone gatherer, and iron gatherer. You could also just have a standard mine. Mines cannot be removed once placed. We could just have a mine like this, just somewhere. Could have it even in town, look. Could have it right across the road from everything. I think that would be cool, don't you? Just having the mine just there. Just across the village. Yeah, have it like a proper mining village. Put it like just here. Yeah, I like that. It will eventually become disused, but I like the aesthetic that gives. A miner's town, exactly. Some are looking for a house. Yeah, they're waiting for this house here to be built, but it's taking a little while. We'll need some lumber for that, so let's get this lady here just to create some lumber briefly. So she'll go and grab some supply, and then there we go, she's starting to cut some logs. Just need a few of those. Don't need much lumber, just enough. There we go, lumber supply going in. Stone is the big one we need, so right, there we got all the lumber we need. Now we go back to firewood. Yeah, they're working round the clock with that stone there. How big is your population? It's not huge at the minute, we've just started. It's 35 people and 5 children. These guys are all hanging around the market, just waiting for stuff to do, basically. I can find you some stuff to do, don't you worry. Let's first of all focus on just building houses, basically. We need some stone, so if we can go out and just collect stone and iron, just from anywhere there, that would be great. But only if. Only if and or either. There we go. Let's send them out to work. Distribute them, get them out, get them building stuff, get them making things. Which will be good. Because they need to come back and get some stone for this house. Because this stone and salt mine isn't quite cutting the mustard on its own. Which is alright. And then they can finish this area as well. Looks to be this is where a lot of our resources gone into this thing. The trading post. Which will allow us to trade for stuff when the time comes. Ever tried Forest Village? No, I haven't. There we go, we've made enough leather jackets to fill here, which is nice. We're keeping it all stocked up, which is cool. And the iron tool reserve is back up to what it should be. People are still looking for houses though. There we go, builders are finishing that off. We need to start removing some of these other houses as well, building those up. Very nearly have the right amount of stone. Come on now, nearly does it. Emptying those 2 properties, and then we'll have like a full stone build. Should be cool. Yeah, right, stone houses, both here, here, just like that. Not too bad. I do actually have another village which uses log cabins, which actually looks a lot nicer, but yeah, I don't have that saved with me at the minute, so I don't know, I might do it. Ooh. Ooh. Doesn't it seem like it's always raining? Yes, we did put it on very harsh weather condition. So it's a fair assumption. A lot of the spare stone going into that there. Fine, still bringing a lot of resources back. No problems with the wood, it's just that these are taking a little while to do. They're a little bit cold, which is understandable, but they go to their houses to warm up. Must be a very cold season then if that's the case. Let's have a look. -13. Pretty damn chilly. Food staying in the green though. About 4,800, which is nice. Slowly on the rise, maybe starting to peak out a little bit. These guys are all off gathering stone and stuff, which is nice. Bringing it all back in whatever time they can do it. Running off here, grabbing the stone, bringing it back. Iron as well, which is helpful for the smithy. good. That's a nice stockpile, especially for this level of difficulty in the game. Very decent. It's all nice, all good. So we can have somebody, just one person stocking the market. You don't really need any more than that. So, are there any other forms of food production in which we can partake? We've got tidal pools, apiary, which can use like beeswax and things like that. So let's use that. Cool. Let's pop an apiary like just there. That'd be nice as we start to sort of bleed into the industrial part of town. And we'll have a beekeeper. Slow going stuff at the minute. Not much stone coming in off resource here. Bit of stone down here, so let's just retask our stone production, or the stone we'd like to harvest. There you go, down they come. Looks like it had stagnated slightly. That's alright though. People are still staying warm and eating and stuff, they just don't have a home to live in. There we go, the snow should start to thaw. There we go. Brilliant. Not too bad, colonies sort of coming along. I have Snapchat. I don't have a phone at the moment, it's being repaired. The touchscreen on it is totally crap. But yes, apart from that, I do have Snapchat. Tornadoes do also spawn. We haven't been fucked by one of them yet. Give it a chance. There we go. The stone reserves just come in. And I don't know how many guys we've got. Like spare labourers. Come on, I'm hitting every button except the one I want. 8. Yep, we're putting those all in the mine. There we go. Making coal. Get like all 8 of those labourers. There you go. And coal will be used to heat houses as well. It's nice. We'll need a small stockpile of its own, which is fair enough. So, stockpiles. It's not fuel, coal and charcoal. There we go. That's the ones. There we go. More bit of coal in there. They'll be out getting coal from that, which is nice. People taking coal over to here so that they can heat their homes with it. And that will free up a firewood woman here. I like this. I like that their coal mine's so close to the town. That works for me. Have like a small rickety fence. That need iron, does it? It does. We'll just have a small wooden. Let's connect it to the wall first. Just clip through slightly, but you know, bugger it. And we can have that like that. It all does a job. At the minute, everybody's just taking their coal back to their houses just to stay warm. Which is good. Doesn't mean that these guys are working like around the clock, but again, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. We get all of the stone that we harvested. I think we did. Stone. A little bit more back there. This quarry's starting to lose its It's not that it's losing its effectiveness, it's just that it's taking a long time to harvest stuff. Ah, here we go. Huge stockpiles of coal here, which is nice. Having to mine in the shit out of this thing. Like, we can get it to a dark mine though, which needs lumber and candles, which we can make using, I believe, the fat left over. We've got duck meat. Don't know whether there's any fat left or anything like that. We can definitely use the apiary though, when this finally gets built. So that'll be a task to do. Oh, here we go, trader. Oh, let's see what he's brought with him. Nutmeg and sorghum. No, we don't need him. Send him on his way. Just food, basically, and we're doing fine for food. But yes, we can use him to get seeds and stuff like that, but I don't really have much to trade at the moment. I've only got raw materials. I don't make much. I've just got the basic stuff. Should hopefully finish these guys out. This house soon. Been long enough. Good having them all sort of in there, working their ass off. You can even see them. Look at that. 97, yeah. Good, I like it. Clearly, coal is going to be a material link. It's not going in there, so let's get the there we go. Material stockpile then. That's what you want. That's what you shall receive. So instead, they should put the coal there. Yep, there you go. We should get big mounds of coal just right there, as well as out here. This has got shitloads of like material and stuff in it. It's quite nice. Large amounts of coal. I'm all for that. Yeah. I like this. That's right, the Banished gods are not kind. Doing alright there. 12 people working in that coal mine. Spewing coal out. People using it in their houses, I think. I don't know, they might be. They might still be using firewood. We can use her to create logs now, though. Sorry, lumber. Let's get her creating a bit of lumber. Quite a bit of coal over here as well. So people should start using the coal to heat their homes with, which is good. Large amounts of coal going to different places now. Lumber should start getting stored up too, which is good. The people using coal is much better because it lasts much longer, and with stone houses, it's brilliant. Yeah, clanking intensifies, it's true. This apiary needs finishing, like, desperately. Hopefully these guys will get it finished. There we go. Send the builders at it. Only need 2 builders now. Let's get 1, 2, 3, yeah, 1, 2 in there. So nearly at max capacity there in the coal mine, which means they're just going to be spewing coal everywhere. It's brilliant. That should keep with demand. Firewood will start running out, but that's, again, not a problem. People will start using coal to stay warm once they've used the rest of their stuff. 95 firewood in there. Need to build some extra stone houses, it looks like, but this one thing here just isn't cutting it. So we need to get across the river, it looks like, which we shall do at this crossing point here. So then, we need bridges. We can have a stone and wood bridge. Goes across like that. From that point there, it looks like. Have a drawbridge. Again, seems a tiny bit excessive to me, but you can also have just like a proper stone bridge. Which again, it's just a wee bit excessive in my mind. We're going to have to just backspace these 2 roads here. Or at least that's it. Let's just have the road go right across from here from the dock. What's low? Reserve of tools. Interesting. Tool limit should be up to max. There's only 2 in there. You're not working very hard, are you, love? They still need homes as well. Reserve of tools is in fact low. Interesting. We need to get a beekeeper in as well when we can, so let's drop 1 person out of the mine and get a beekeeper. Yep, stop telling me about the tools, I know it. I knew that simple truth. 2 houses there like that. Both are stone. Both are very likely not to be completed in reasonable time. But that's okay. Right, we can upgrade these eventually to country houses when the time comes, but not yet. Good amount of coal coming out of the mine now. Really good. Shitloads of coal everywhere really helps, so... What's the difficulty on your game? We're playing it on the very hard stuff. Stop telling me about the damn reserve of tools, I know. It's crap, isn't it? Large smithy needs, like, building supplies. Which I don't have. It's a long old production chain, so... Oh, somebody's died. Crushed by a rock, one of the stone cutters. Ooh, holds back the electric. Yep. Cool, we're going to put that in there. Yeah, very good amount of coal there. Very happy with that. Taylor's kicked the bucket as well, looks like. There we go. Right, I think for the moment what I'm going to do is, I've not been going for a super long time. We've been doing it for 2 hours, so I'm going to bugger off and go get some lemsip and stuff like that, and maybe get a bit of shut-eye. We'll come back to this, defo. I don't know when we'll come back to Banished, but soon, TM. I need to get some sushi for the Long Darks live stream, if anybody remembers last night. So yeah, I'm gonna slither on off and go and recuperate. So yeah, thanks very much for having me, folks. And we'll be back for a decent stream tonight. What am I going to play tonight? Probably some Cold Waters or some Armour 3 stuff with Digby. But I'm going to go and get something to eat, make a hot drink, and get under the covers, I think. Because it's one of those ones, it's one of those colds where, like, as you progress in the day, it gets worse, and I'm just, oh, it's, I don't know whether you can tell, but I'm not very peppy and talky today. Because it's fighting back. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream thus far. Like I say, a bit of a quiet one, a bit of a chill stream. Just getting started. The first town was an absolute disaster. It fucking starved out of house and home. Yeah, it didn't really work very well. So this one seems to have taken a lot better. We got a lot of food, but not much else. Plenty of coal though, which is good because, like I say, people are going to start heating their homes with it, which means we'll be in good condition. Plenty of lumber being built as well, so that's pretty sweet. You still sound better than I do normally. Yeah, no worries, guys. Like I say, if you could see, if I had like a face cam, you could see that I look like grim death. But yeah, apart from that, that should be fine. So yeah, thanks very much, guys. And I'll either see you on Discord later today, or later tonight. Oh, new trader. Let's just check that before we go. What have you got for me? Ah, pumpkin and food. Don't need you. Off you go, greengrocer. All right. Thanks very much, guys, and I'll see you all in the next time. Hope you enjoyed it. And yes, rest easy. I do. I've got well, not flu. I've got a cold. It's not quite as grim as all that, but still, I want to try and get it out of my system, especially before work tomorrow. So, thanks very much, guys, and take care. Bye.